Maya, you are in the center. Imagine that you are in the center, and a little away from you is a thin, subtle layer, a film through which you can see. And in that film, your thoughts flow, your thoughts come and go. And through that film and through the film of your thoughts, you see the outside world. So if the screen, the film becomes green, you see your outside world as green. You see the film becomes black, the world becomes black. The film is filled with light, the world is filled with light. This screen divides you from the world, the external world. And likewise, everybody all around the world, all people follow same pattern. Imagine that you are seeing, you are experiencing ease with your body. Then this film flows with easiness, with ease. If the body suffers, this suffering affects the projection in this film, in this screen. You are, and a little bit away from you is this film, and a bit away from the film is the body, which has 5 sense organs. And from each sense organ, you have the experience of this world. The body through which you are able to move around, to hear the stories, to listen to the sounds, to see the lights, colors, objects, to taste, to feel. Then outside there is the world. And imagine that it is likewise to all the minds, all the beings. When the layer in the body feels suffering, you see the world through this suffering, and you see the suffering in the world. You see as if the suffering is coming through the world, and indeed the lights of the world passes through this sense organs, this body, to the surface, these thin layers where your thoughts move around, and through that to you. And the light and the experience does not enter directly. There is a refraction that happens. So the exact experience is deviated. So you see the world also has suffering. If for a while you go on listening to negative news or information, you start seeing the world as negative, that everyone is bad. Oh, such a hateful world, such a sad world. On the contrary, if you go on listening to beautiful stories, stories of success, stories of happiness, then you start experiencing that the world is full of joy, happiness, and full of life and happening. Whatever goes through the surface, this screen of thoughts, this surface of thoughts, is experienced deeper in the layers of the body-mind complex. You call this body, you call you call I, whatever calls I within you. from here, from the world that is interpreted through these two screens, these two layers, to the actual world that is unknown to us. Everything that we know comes from these two layers, so the deviated information is never complete information. The world that is outside is limited by our eyes to seeing certain things and not seeing many things. The eyes of a cat is tuned in such a way that it sees certain things and not everything. And likewise is same for all the living organisms that have eyes, and is same for all the sense organs every living organism possesses in this entire universe. So the actual world is vastly unknown. However, the moment, the point, the center from where it is seen that there is certain distance between you, the one who sees this film, these two layers, and beyond, infinitely beyond, into the physical existence of this universe, or one goes on seeing within these two layers of flow of thoughts we call mind, and the outer layer of sense organs we call body. The journey can go. In these two complexes, the journey can go as long as one wants, as deeper as one wants. But there is something that sees the journey happening. From this being that witnesses this phenomenon, this happening, to all the stories, all the cycles, all the patterns possible that can ever be and that has ever been, is the existence of all-knowing, all-happening, ever-present, omnipresent, omnipotent, ever-existing, eternal, only there where this constant witnessing is happening. Only there. It is known that whatever is flowing without these two layers, these two films, to within these two layers and films, all this flow, all this stretch of happening, all this stretch of consciousness, all this tantra, this is Brahma. This is the consciousness. This is the consciousness that witnesses itself. Those who have known about this experience, about this moment of this point, of this here and now, have all experienced this happening as whatever there is God, or La Ilah, all the expansion, inner and outer, within and without, the universe and the self, the within, everything comes within this La Ilah. And this very Ilah is Allah. This very experience is the experience where you know that you are that layer in front of you in which the thoughts are moving, and you are the 5 sense organs from which you are tuned into this physical world, and you know that you are indeed by that way also this physical world and beyond. Meditation is this state, knowing of this happening, and meditation is a deeper phenomenon than the stories of culture, stories of societies, stories of humankind, any form of stories that is projected in the screens between you and this existence. For example, the sun has different story for different people. Some consider it just as a fireball, some consider it God, some consider it a source of energy, the source of life for all life forms in this planet. Stories can be seen and experienced in many forms, yet what is, and that is God.